Alright, so new melee just dropped today for global, and it's a melee. So instead of being a what gear set should you make for him, you already have a UR set for melee. Or two, maybe even three, if you're a psychopath like me. But, you know, what's the best to run? HP defense. This guy, you definitely want to go first. Unlike demon teams that we've had recently with Demon King being like the main character of the team, or even Purgatory Melee, this guy definitely wants to go first for a multitude of reasons. Mainly, there's no advantage of going second with this guy. Like, Demon King had an advantage going second because of the way his passive worked, but on the way that this Melee's passive work, you definitely want to be triggering at least one of your balls before the enemy can trigger any, and then you're going to have a big advantage because you can proc the passive first. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So having the most CC possible with HP defense, and you know, for new players asking what about substats, always want to go attack at the top, defense in the middle, and HP at the bottom. The place where you put the gears doesn't matter, but I always recommend putting the defense set pieces in the middle. My melee is old, so unfortunately I don't have them like that. I have my defense piece at the bottom. If you're still crafting gear for melee, which is unlikely, it's been years, you have the gear set, but HP defense is definitely best because of that. Now, what about teams? For melee, so far it seems like the best team is in fact Demons, with exactly this setup, or if you want to lean in even further into the CC, then you put another like LR in the back, because like look how much more CC I get from having LR Liz compared to Kusok. It's an insane jump. So, you know, even like LR Ascanor, or if you want to put like the one ultimate, for example, but it's not as good. Like LRs are really the thing. The one ultimate is not a good example because he doesn't have HP defense gear on him, but LR Ascanor does have more CC than the one ultimate. If you want to lean in even further on the CC thing, then this is the way to go. And obviously, Ultra Awakening your characters will give you even more CC. So here lies the question, right? Like, I can Ultra Awaken a different team faster because Ultra Awakening a full demon team is like a hassle. There is also the Sins team, for which it seems like this one is in fact the best for him, for the reasons of his passive. With King double attacking, you can proc his passive very easily if you go first. If you can Ultra Awaken the whole team, and that's how you want to run it, then for sure go for it. But I would say no, might be more worth to wait and be able to Ultra Awaken the whole, or True Awaken, sorry, the whole demon team. Obviously Merlin here with the Holy Relic. If you don't have Holy Relic for Merlin, you can run like Zeldris in the back instead, but Merlin is better. You get the basic stats off the bat. Like, you don't have to, you know, resort to debuffing first. You get them instantly as soon as the match starts, and you get the damage reduction, which is really high. 30% damage reduction is very high. On top of King's Shield, if you have on the first attack, is really good. And again, you definitely want to go first. If you can't go first, oopsie daisy. I wouldn't even run Sins, to be honest. I would just run Demons. The Sins team 1 bajillion% relies on going first. Now, if you don't want to run Demons for some reason, you just don't like it, I guess, you can run Sins with DN instead. That's definitely better than running with King. That being, if you can't go first, that is, right? But for a general, for the best team, definitely going first with Sins is in fact better. Now, how do I know this? I've been looking a lot for the good players on Twitter, what they think. And also just looking at the leaderboards, you can tell there are people running Sins as well. You can see a few, but majority of the people you click on run Demons. This guy's been here since the beginning with Goddesses. Goddesses are still a top team, by the way. Like, you can still win with Goddesses against Demons is more likely. So this guy's running Sins. Weird variant of Sins. I guess just leaning in as much on the CC as possible. Again, you definitely want to go first. Like, Melee really leans in on wanting to proc the passive as fast as possible, when the way to proc it faster is by going first. Putting LR Esker in the back for more CC. You can tell exactly. It's like pretty much what I said with the demons. Demon team. Kusok, you know, is a really good booster, but if you are struggling to go first, I would say, yeah, this guy is running exactly that. I would say running, he's even using like Merlin Link for even more CC. Like, that is definitely the top way to go. Now, let's play with both, and I'll pretty much show how the matches look like for each of these teams. This guy is running that Merlin team. Interesting. So even if the enemy has dodge food, you will still apply the debuff from Meli's passive. So going straight up with an AoE here is good, but I would say if you think they have dodge food, go to the single target from Esterosa first. You're unlikely to kill in the first turn, but the one good thing about demons mainly, I think, is the Demon King debuff, if you can utilize it to, you know, counter a Tarmiel Link, because you look at the Sins team, and there's no way of countering Tarmiel Link. Now they are gonna cleanse. Like the thing about Meli is that he's the stupidest unit ever. So boom. See, I got my passive already. He also has his passive, but it was done at the end of the turn after he already used all his cards. This is what I'm saying. To have the Meli passive first, you gotta go first. It's not like Demon King where you got Demon King's passive first by going second, which was weird, right? But exactly that team with Asker in the back. It's like I looked it up and took a look at what people were running or something. But yeah, this guy definitely it's a bot, so he's definitely trying to go first with his actual like team and using CC food. Obviously, you're not gonna face people like me all the time that have over 400,000 CC. I am an exception, but if you run a team like that and you have, you know, good gear, HP defense, you are generally going to be going first, and then sometimes you're going to lose the CC battle. It is what it is. Even I lose CC battles. You'd be surprised the amount of people I face. Like, this guy is 418. Doesn't have melee though. Weird. You'd be surprised the amount of people I face that are in like the top 1 guild. Like this guy. This guy's in top 1 guild. Like, he has the cosmetics and stuff. Or the Bun Alpha is not top 1. It's I think it's top 4 or top 8. And 420. Like, what a bad time for me to say that, huh? Now I keep facing now I keep facing sweats. What is going on? Yeah, this guy does not have dodge food. He has CC, so I'm gonna go first with DK. Spread as much darkness as possible as well for more basic stats. It's a minus 30% defense related stats on Liz. They're killing her. Meli is, I would say, the best unit in the game. So there's it's really shocking to me that 2 people I face back to back who are huge whales don't have them on their team. Now for the Sins team, you know, I'm not gonna play on geared, so this is more of, it doesn't matter. This is more of a demonstration, I guess, of just the team, not the gear set. Meli can hit hard enough with HP defense, especially if he has the 50% attack related stats. This is why HP defense I think is still best over attack crit. If you're feeling like your Meli's not hitting hard enough, I guess you can try attack crit, but generally speaking, you're gonna have a better time by having that extra CC. Now with Sins, the way I see it is you just start like this. The triple attack turn 1 will guarantee you to have the passive the following turn, because you're gonna be getting 3 balls on Meli's head. Just like that. Which means the next turn, as soon as I cleanse this debuff, no matter what they do, they can't take away my debuff. There's no character in the game that's meta right now that can do that. Like, some characters in the game can remove debuffs from the enemy to do increased damage, you know? But none of them are meta right now. So I'm gonna cleanse them. I'm gonna cleanse the debuffs. One of each debuff in general, but... Can I passive to proc? Or not, because he backed out. But yeah, this guy was also running Esker in the back. That's actually crazy. This is the first time I see this. Like, this must be like a 2-day thing. This team with Merlin in the front and Esker in the back. If you're really desperate for going first with Sins, do that for sure. But you're gonna have a hard time getting True Awakening on both Ban and Escanor because they're both human. But if you can, I guess you might as well. If there is a really good team to go second with Meli, you're gonna see me using on the channel. But for the time being, since he's very new, these are the teams that I recommend. And I guess one that I didn't know I was gonna recommend, but I guess we faced it enough that I do. Is this the second guy that's using it? This Merlin team with Ascar in the back. Again, definitely want to have Merlin's Relic, should use her. And Tarmir Link on Merlin. Okay. Interesting team. I'll try it some other time. But yeah, good luck.